Hi friends, this video is presenting by dgindiaedu.com. This time we want to tell you how to motivate yourself. Now listen. Arunima Sinha, a former national volleyball and football player, boarded the Padmavati Express train at Lucknow for Delhi on 12th April 2011 to take an examination to join the CISF. She was pushed out of a general coach of the train by robbers wanting to snatch her bag and gold chain. There were 4 to 5 of them, and they threw her out of the train. Immediately as she fell on the railway track, another train on a parallel track was coming. She first banged into the train and fell on the tracks. Both the train passed. After a while, when she tried to lift herself up and saw that her leg had cut off, she lifted her thigh and saw that was hanging with the jeans, blood flowing profusely. Bones of the other leg were broken and had come out. Whole night she screamed, cried and shouted, "Save me, save me!" Nobody came. You must have seen small rats on the railway tracks. They were chewing on her injured leg. Though her brain was conscious, but she couldn't move. The whole night passed. In the morning, some villagers took her to Bareilly District Hospital. But there were no blood and anesthetist. Doctors were confused. How can they operate? But think her courage. She told them to operate. Listening this, the doctor and pharmacist of that hospital both gave a unit of blood each and amputated her leg without any anesthesia. After some days, she was shifted to KGMC Lucknow and thereafter to AIIMS Delhi. After some days, when she looked at the newspapers, the news stories were there that Arunima didn't have the ticket, so jumped off a train, or Arunima was attempted suicide. The whole family was shocked and denied that news, but nobody cared. For a girl whose limb has been amputated, future is unknown, and 3 fractures at spine, she didn't know even she would ever get off the bed. Only you can imagine what must be going through her heart and mind. You can also imagine the situation of that family whose young girl was passing that phase. But where there is a will, there is a way. From the hospital bed, she decided not volleyball, but the difficult sport, mountaineering. She said from the hospital bed that she will try for Mount Everest. Each and everyone told her that is impossible, whose one leg is artificial and the other has a rod with fractured spine. But she was strict on her decision. Whoever want to motivate you to do something, nobody can't until you want to do it. Yes, the biggest motivator is you, yourself. The day your inner self is awakened toward any goal, nobody can stop you from reaching that goal. Arunima was inspired by cricketer Yuvraj Singh, who had successfully battled cancer and other television shows to do something with her life. After release from the hospital, instead of directly going home, she had gone to legendary mountaineer Miss Bachendri Pal, first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest on May 23, 1984. When Bachendri Pal saw her, she told her, "Arunima, in this state you even thought about such a difficult challenge like Everest. That means you have conquered it in your heart. Now it's just for the sake of other people." Now Arunima started her new journey. She excelled in the basic mountaineering course from the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, Uttarkashi, and was encouraged by her elder brother Om Prakash to climb Everest. Arunima climbed Island Peak 6,150 meters in 2012 as preparation for her ascent of Everest. Arunima and Susan Mahout, a USAF instructor who had together climbed Mount Chaser Sangria 6,622 meters or 21,726 feet in 2012 under the guidance of Hendrik Pearl, started their ascent of Mount Everest. After a hard toil of 17 hours, Arunima reached the summit of Mount Everest at 10:55 a.m. on 21st May 2013, becoming the first female amputee to scale Everest. She took 52 days to reach the summit. She wrote a small message thanking the Almighty on a wrapped cloth and placed it in the snow. Recounting the incident, she said, "It was my tribute to Shankar Bhagavan and Swami Vivekananda, who has been an inspiration throughout my life." Her aim to climb all the continent's highest peak and hoist the national flag of India. She already owned 6 highest peak of 6 continents, such as Everest in Asia, Kilimanjaro in Africa, Kosciuszko in Australia, Elbrus in Europe, Aconcagua in Argentina, and Kirsten's Pyramid in Indonesia as part of our aim to win 7 summits of 7 continents. Uttar Pradesh then Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav honored Arunima and handed over 2 checks for an amount of rupees 25 lakh in a function organized at her residence in Lucknow. This included a check of rupees 20 lakh from the state government and a check of rupees 5 lakh on behalf of the Samajwadi Party. Chief Minister said, "Arunima, by her hard work and determination, had climbed the Mount Everest and created history." She was congratulated by the Indian Sports Minister Jitendra Singh on her achievement. Arunima is now dedicated towards social welfare and opened a free sports academy for the poor and differently abled people. She is donating all the financial aids she is getting through awards and seminars for the same cause. The name of the academy is Shahid Chandrasekhar Vikalang Khel Academy. She wrote the book Born Again on the Mountain, launched by Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi in December 2014. She was awarded Padma Shri, the 4th highest civilian award of India, in 2015. She also awarded Tenzing Norgay highest mountaineering award in India, same as Arjun Award. Now, can you tell me the moral of this story? Yes, the biggest motivator is you, yourself. The day your inner self is awakened toward any goal, nobody can stop you from reaching that goal. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching this.